Hello. Okay, so this is a quick video just playing with the stone here that I've got, and this is sort of my first sushi knife. It was sort of somewhere between, what is it, takobiki, something like that, the octopus knife, and a more traditional sort of regular sushi knife. Usually they're a bit deeper this way by somewhat. This is just mild steel with O1 tool steel forge welded in between. First forge weld I ever did. It was in charcoal fire with my wife's old hairdryer blowing in there. And I just noticed this was up on my magnet board there, and I noticed that the surface finish on it, which was polished quite nicely, like with Uchigomori, and it was looking pretty before. It was starting to turn kind of blue and getting a bit of patina on it from interaction with salmon. I think it's actually either one of the acids or the proteins in the food. So I don't know if you can see. There isn't a hamon, but you can see. Look at that. That's the line between the O1 tool steel and the other. So this side has been cleaned a little bit on the stones, and this side has not. And I thought I'd just run this for a quick sec over this little stone, which, by the way, is not an awesome stone. That looks sort of like kawa, kind of showing through it. This was sort of sold as a big sort of tomo slash use it for whatever. It's kind of a stone for tools. I might actually use the lapping stone and go through this a little bit more so that that bit of kawa kind of goes away, and see if I could get maybe below this line. But anyway, for now, it's a stone. Use it. So just it's pretty quiet. There's not much sense of any. It's almost. It was sort of. I come from the world of razors, so this was a stone from that, which is probably not a great stone for that, given all the kawa and stuff that's going on here. But I thought, you know what, it might be a decent sort of stone. It gets a bit of mud for knives, I mean. And what's it doing here? Which you can't see really. I never use paper towels for this, but for the sake of today. So that really helps the two steels sort of pop against one another, which is great. But mostly just sort of gets the oxidization off, which is kind of what I was after. At the end of the day, I actually blued the back end of this knife because I thought that might help the oxidization from happening in the first place. But both O1 and mild steel, as you know, are going to rust, so big deal. So just do this every so often, and yeah, basically, I don't see any trouble to running this over the stone every so often just for that purpose. You know, it is picking up some steel there, but it's not doing it in a coarse kind of way. I have a Hidoriyama Suita. I would say this feels something kind of similar, maybe a little finer than that. That stone just wipes steel off kind of in like grease mark kind of things. It's not like a regular stone. Anyway, can you see? Anyway, I'm pretty happy with this little knife. I've used it to make sushi with the family a few times, and it seems to work pretty well. So maybe not the best welding in some spots, Not sure if that's going to focus. You can see that might be, it seems to be hard steel, but it's got a mark there that sort of looks like the tack weld or something like that. Anyway, it's fun to make this stuff. The handle was mahogany. I still haven't even finished it. And this is black leather and brown leather that I epoxied together. And then just epoxied the whole knife in. So I think what I'm going to do at some point when I finally finish this is put another bead of epoxy around there just to sort of true that up. And it's a little rough, in spots, but what the heck, it's my first sushi knife, so there you go. So anybody can do it. That was charcoal and my wife's old hairdryer in the alley inside a Mexican fire pot, and there you go.